this question has come up obviously over the last year about teams passing on him and not, courting him in free agency and signing him to an offer sheet. I don't necessarily know if it was collusion. I just don't believe that.
That's fair.
I just don't believe it. I believe that everybody realized at the same time they're never letting him go. So why waste our time trying to court somebody that we're not going to get? Why spend those resources on courting somebody that we're not going to get? Because if we decide to give you $300 million, guess what? They gonna give him $300 million.
Yeah, but what? Look, in order to win the lottery, you got to play it. Okay, and if Patrick Mahomes was out there, and you could, if there's a sliver of hope, any kind of hope that I could get him on my team, and I get to even just show him and have a conversation with him, I am going to do it, even if it's futile. You got to do it. If Tom Brady was ever out there available to go, teams are going to put, whether they think New England is going to let him go or not, they're going to put the offer sheet out there.
See, it's hard to say that. It's hard for me to agree to that and say that because Tom Brady, when he was out there, he was 1,000 years old.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying so early in his
prime.
But see, early in his career, in his prime, I just don't think that the New England Patriots would have ever handled it that way for him to even be out there.
Right. I don't think any team handled that way. And that's the indictment on the Baltimore Ravens that people aren't giving him enough for because they allowed it to be that way. Like he is a franchise quarterback, and it's almost like they were saying, look, we're going to show you nobody else wants you. We're going to show you, and then you'll come back and sign with us.
Look, it's a negotiation.
Right.
So they were willing to take their chances in a negotiation for somebody to throw an offer sheet out and just wow him and his family with an offer. But they also have a pulse on the individual, more so than we do, because they see him every day. They talk to him every day. They're with him every day. They're having lunch with him every day. So they know what makes him tick, so to speak.
Right.
And they calculated this decision by saying, because they're smart people now, they're not dummies. By saying, we're going to let him get out there, but we know that we're willing to match whoever does that.
Yeah, but if you're willing to match, you don't let him get out there. Like if I value like Patrick, there's a reason Patrick Mahomes would never, ever be in this situation. Josh Allen would never, ever be in this situation. It's because their franchise values them so much, they don't even want them to feel like, hey, we don't want you and we're willing to let you walk. We don't even want you to get that in your head that we're willing to let you play somewhere else.
But they negotiate, everybody negotiates differently.
Right. There's nobody who in the history of franchise quarterbacks, of top tier franchise quarterbacks negotiated like that. Not one.
And maybe they had some reservation because of his health. I don't know. In the end, I just don't think it was a collusion situation where they got together or got on phones or met in private hangars and in the hallway walking and saying, don't you sign him, don't you sign him, don't you sign him.
I don't think so either. Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if Patrick Mahomes was out there and somebody could put an offer sheet on his table, there's 31 teams that would have done it.
Yeah, you might be
whether it goes through or not, they're going to say, hey, we'll give you 50, 70 million fully guaranteed. We'll give you an offer they can't match.
That ain't enough.
I'm saying it's more than you making now.
Oh, you mean average?
Average.
Yeah,
I'm
paragraph 5.
Look, we giving you more than they can match. They can't match this under their cap.
Yeah,
we're gonna give you a number that they cannot match to get Patrick Mahomes, and they would never. The Kansas City Chiefs would never be willing to potentially get in a position where they can't.
And that may be true.
That's why I don't like what Baltimore did.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.